From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, June 6th, 2024.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. Tackling the climate change impact of cars, trucks, and SUVs is often focused primarily on reducing or eliminating tailpipe emissions. But Kevin Dunbar is looking at other ways to limit that impact, such as by reducing packaging waste. Dunbar is the facilities manager for Stellantis in North America, where the automaker, which owns the Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, Dodge, and Fiat brands, counts 27 manufacturing facilities, including 3 idled locations. Dunbar tells the Free Press that the company is saving hundreds of thousands of dollars and cutting substantially what ends up in landfills through a reuse program. At the Toledo Assembly Complex and Warren Truck Assembly, that means reusing cardboard. At Toledo, where the Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator are built, cardboard partitions and boxes used to ship parts are now being reused up to 10 times. At Warren Truck, where the Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer are built, cardboard boxes are being reused up to 4 times. The reuse program is preventing what the company says would be enough waste to fill 82 parking spots from heading to local landfills.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press, who specializes in Ford Motor Company and Michigan Central Station. We just did a profile of Andrei Merrick. He's a Romanian woodcarver who spent every penny he had on a plane ticket to America after his government was overthrown during an anti-communist uprising in 1989. It is Merrick who is responsible for spending nearly a year on recreating and carving the giant clock that is in the heart of Michigan Central Station as it reopens this week. It is an incredible sight to see. A man who is 75 years old talked about the work of his life, and it is something that can't be missed. Go to freep.com to learn more about the detail of the carving, how it was done from a single piece of metal, and all to look forward to.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department. On Wednesday, during 97.1 The Ticket's morning show, the group received a call from someone pretty unexpected. Legendary Tigers outfielder Kirk Gibson, who is also a broadcaster for Bally Sports Detroit and is an employee of the team, called into the Costa and Jansen with Heather show to defend the Tigers' progress. Gibson currently serves as a special assistant to President of Baseball Operations Scott Harris and also was the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks from 2010 to 2014 and asked for some positivity when talking about the Tigers. Gibson said, quote, "It seems like there's a negativity on where they are, for saying the team is sailing along pretty good and a lot of guys have improved." Tigers got back to over 500 on Tuesday when they beat the Texas Rangers for the second straight time. But expectations in Detroit are high after years and years of competing for division titles. And right now, the Tigers are not there yet. When Gibby called in on Wednesday, the team sat 9.5 games back in the AL Central, behind the Cleveland Guardians, Kansas City Royals, and Minnesota Twins in a surprisingly tough division. To Gibson's point, though, the Tigers were only 2.5 games out of a wildcard spot when he called. Even while defending the Tigers, Gibby admitted that offense is not the team's strength, which is definitely true with Spencer Torkelson's disappointing season and now with Kerry Carpenter out for an undisclosed amount of time with a back fracture. Radio host Jim Costa pushed back a bit on some of Gibson's points, saying the Tigers really haven't been developing their bats enough and that the front office didn't set the team up with enough offense before the season, to which Gibson disagreed. The 2-time World Series champion finished things off by highlighting what made his 1984 title-winning Tigers team special and talked about some of the guys currently in the organization like Matt Vierling and Max Clark who have him excited. Ultimately, the phone call and back and forth highlighted just how hot of a topic this Tigers team is right now. Is this group underachieving, overachieving, or right about where they should be? After Wednesday, we certainly know that Gibby feels it's the latter.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.